Let's finish up with the ranking of the creators. And let's fix this issue. And that is the post views count. Before we continue, I have created new posts as you see on the screen. But for some reasons, the view count is not working. If I click on this, I'm expecting the view count to increase, but it didn't. The issue here is that when fetching a single post, we are not passing the token along from the cookie. So let's get into the API services, post and post API. Here, for fetching of a single post, we are not passing in with credentials option here. So let's go ahead and then do that. After the URL, bring comma, then with credentials set to true. With this one, it will work because I'm passing the token along. Now, if I go to this page, as you can see, the view count has changed. Likewise, this one, it has changed. And I'm going to log in as a different user and view a different post. Let me log out and then log in with this user called Thomas. And let me go to latest post and view this. As you can see, the view count has increased to 2. And I can like and then dislike and unfollow or follow. Awesome. So now it's time, I think, for the views we have duplication, right? Let's try. As you can see, we have to fix this. All right, so let's get back to the backend. I think that is where the issue is. So for the backend also, let's try to fetch a single post and see. I have logged in as Tech, and let me log in again. All right, and go to all posts. Let's check the number of views. As you can see, we have them as being duplication. So we have to avoid this on the backend. Let me go ahead and then view this one also from the backend, and let's see. Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm gonna view this post. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is a different user. And if I view again, let's see. As you can see, we have the duplication, which means there is something wrong at the backend. So let's fix that. Inside the post and single post, which is this. I think the logic for this one is not working as we are expecting. To avoid duplication, we are going to modify this logic. The issue of the duplication is this line of code. To avoid this, we are going to use MongoDB add to set. Let me show you how we are going to do that. Let's bring in await, then the post model dot find by ID and update. And we have the post ID here as that. So here we're going to pass in the post ID. And then comma, what we want to update. Over here, we are going to update the viewers array. But for this, we are going to use operator called add to set. And this operator will make sure that there will be no duplication. So here is going to be an object with a property called viewers, and we're going to assign the user ID. Next is that we are going to increase the views count. So here as $increment, and then object views count, and we're going to increase by 1. And last option is that pass in new set to true. And that is it. But before we save it, This one will always run. So let's ignore the views count and let's rely on the add to set by using the viewers array. So we have to modify the logic on the front end by using the array of the viewers. So with this one, if I view again, as you can see, we still have the same number at 3. If I view many times, I still see that. But if I go to different posts, let me check this one. I have one and I can view. I will still see only one. And let me go ahead and then create new post. This one gonna be some dummy post. All right, so let's check, which is this one. If I view it, it's not counting, so we have to use the array. Let's get back to the front end and then the post details post, which is this one. Let's locate the view count. This one is the like, dislikes, views count. We're going to use the viewers. All right, so now we are all set. As you can see, we have one. If I view this one, now we have one. That is it. Let's continue in the next video to implement the ranking.